Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a QWERTY word detector program or slash script. So what a QWERTY word is that all the letters inside that word belongs to the list of QWERTY, I guess. I don't know like how to say it, but it's this list. So QWERTYUIOP. So it's the top row of your keyboard for alphabets. Um, so if every letter, is in that QWERTY row, then it is a QWERTY word. And if it's not, then it's not. Um, so let's get into the program. Def word QWERTY. We input on a word. We have a list here of the QWERTY letters, and then we traverse through the string with for loop. So for X and word lower, we made it lower because every single character in this list is lower, and it's just simpler to do this than make a list of all capital as well. Next, we check if the letter is in QWERTY, and if it is, then return is, else then return is not. And then the reason why it's is and is not is because we're fitting it into a output string. So the word is not a QWERTY word. The problem with this is that it will only the output only depends on the first letter, because it only detects once, and if we return, then it's just instantly gonna exit the program rather than continue on. So I'll run this for you. Under, we already have a better version I wrote like 2 minutes ago, but whatever. We'll give it a try. So if I do a word like tap, which is clearly not a QWERTY word because A belongs to the next row, so if I do this, it should normally return is not a QWERTY word, but in the first case, then it's going to return the is QWERTY word. See? So it is a QWERTY word. And let's run it again for I don't know, ask. This is clearly not a QWERTY word, and the first letter also is not in the part of the QWERTY line or whatever you want to call it. So this one should actually return is not, and it does. So to fix this problem, I made a new version, I guess. Here, I made the name more clear, so it checks QWERTY, and then change the variable names. Yeah, copy pasted the list because I don't need to really change anything, and I made the X letter so person reading it, can recognize it more easily. And I wrote some comments as well. So list, check if each letter is in a QWERTY letter list or not. As long as a letter in the corner, do nothing. So originally, I had a thing called flag, and I could just like turn it is not, and if it doesn't, if it turns is not once, then I instantly end it. But I could just do this, which is much simpler. So I'll tell you how it works. We go again. We traverse through the string with for loop, and we have a letter as the variable, and word lower again. If letter in QWERTY, then which means if the letter is inside the list of QWERTY letters, then we do nothing, which is pass. So what we'll do is we'll go back up here again instead of exiting the loop like return. Then we could keep going until we encounter a letter that's not in QWERTY, and then we will end the program or the for loop with is not. So then we will just go straight to the output. But if it keeps passing and until the end, then we're gonna eventually reach this return statement is. So it's essentially you don't need a return statement here because then it will end the loop. So you would rather have it here. So I'll run it for you again. Ignore this because this is clearly not working. And if I do something again like tap, which is not a QWERTY word, then it's just let's do this. Just realized not having a space. Oh, I didn't. So, and tap again, and it's not a QWERTY word. I guess I can just change the input a little bit, or the input question. Oh, word. I can't type. And let's do something new. Let's say hat. Then it's not a QWERTY word because H and A are not in the QWERTY letters list. So that's basically it. So we just fixed some issues, return statement here, and we changed the variables. So we changed to pass. Pass does basically just continue. The continue is something else. Pass just means do nothing. And we put the return statement here, so we don't instantly end the program. Yeah, that's probably like the only issue besides just better variable names and more comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned, and I'll see you guys in the next one.